When Audre Lorde asserted that revolution is not a one-time event, she issued a call. As Black people, if there is one thing we can learn from the 60s, it is how infinitely complex any move for liberation must be. The 60s were characterized by a heady belief in instantaneous solutions that brought both promise and excitement, but also put Lorde in an impossible bind. Either I denied or chose between various aspects of my identity, or my work and my Blackness would be unacceptable. As a Black lesbian mother in an interracial marriage, there was usually some part of me guaranteed to offend everybody's comfortable prejudices of who I should be. Some civil rights and Black power groups defined Blackness so narrowly that it did not seem to include queer people and women, much less a Black lesbian mother in an interracial partnership. In the 1970s, Black feminists refused to check any part of their identity or their work at the door and pursued revolution not as a spectacular one-time event, but rather as a lifetime commitment to working every day for Black women's liberation. The early 1970s saw a shift away from the heady belief in instantaneous solutions that Lorde described, and toward less visible but still potent forms of political activism. Toni Bambara describes the decade. We didn't seem to be in a period of intense political activity as we defined its terms in the 60s. We were trained by the 60s to perceive activity, to assess movement and progress in particular modes: confrontation, uncompromising rhetoric, muscle flexing, press conferences, manifestos, visible groups. The working of the 70s, while less visible and less audible and less easy to perceive, to nail down and define, were no less passionate and no less significant. Bambara describes a move away from marches and sit-ins and toward consciousness-raising, study, and the unglamorous work of making the places one inhabited every day, home, offices, classrooms, less racist, sexist, and homophobic. This shift happened throughout the 1970s as three key sites of collective action laid a foundation for the Sisterhood, the Black Arts Movement, BAM, Black feminist political organizations, and Black feminist literary scholarship. Each of these influences on the Sisterhood flourished in a time full of possibility, quickly followed by justified disillusion. In the 1960s, freedom rides, sit-ins, and marches led to national civil rights legislation, and student demonstrations made inroads for Black students, Black faculty, and Black studies at some colleges and universities. Along with these gains, there were massive losses, especially the 1960s assassinations of leaders Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., and Fred Hampton. In the 1960s, the civil rights movement pursued justice through voting access, electoral politics, and legislation.